This is a story about the search and the odyssey to achieve passion and love, keeping the balance between two empires very different from our world. A world where the ruins of technologically advanced civilizations intersect with primitive ones. A world led by warriors in epic battles, where science is confused with magic. The origin of this world begins when two alien civilizations, the Angles and the Nurgles, with extremely advanced technology and knowledge, encased themselves on the planet they call Sacralum. A rock with unlimited natural resources, water, sun, air, fire, and much more. And this world is where the Angles and the Nurgles created humans. Over time, they guided them until an entire civilization was developed. These humans end up perceiving these superior beings as their creator gods. As this human civilization evolved, the Angles were seen as benign and kind gods, like angels, due to their good ethics with humans, always guiding them and seeking for their well-being. Wise beings with beautiful humanoid features that came down from the skies. Opposite for the Nurgles, who were perceived as demons and evil gods because they had a terrifying appearance, as well as treating humans as slaves. They enjoy mistreating the humans and seeing them as inferior creatures, as if they were their cattle. They enjoy meat and human blood. They were extremely violent, calculating, Machiavellian, and macabre beings. But our history begins thousands of years later. It is a time where this human civilization has evolved and is living in a feudal Middle Ages style. Humans are born and die with the same hierarchy and profession, responding to the supreme authorities, the kings and the emperor. They mainly have a countryside way of life. Their technology is very basic and archaic. They have not explored scientific issues yet. Most of the time, they continue to believe that things happen because of the will of the gods, and that is why they confuse the scope of science with divinity. Humans are very devoted to their gods, perceiving them as omnipotent divine entities, trying at all costs to comply with what they believe is the will of these beings. Their gods are priority in their lives. But at this time in our story, those creator gods have already left. They return to the heavens and absent themselves from their contact with humans, but leaving behind them an infinity of artifacts and evidence of their great wisdom. These artifacts are considered treasures by humanity, whose operation is related to magic. These treasures are the source of great adventures and conflicts between different societies on this planet. So our story begins here, with the search, love story of two beings whose complicated union could unleash a terrible war. The search begins with the kidnapping of Alessia, a beautiful princess from one of the kingdoms of the Sacralum Empire. Alessia is the daughter of King Lomart and wife of the Emperor Ruayan. Alessia is the balance between the empires. The Sacralum Empire, named after the planet, is the most powerful entity in this world, as it is the land where the first human civilization arose. The lands where the gods settle, transmitting part of their knowledge. Its capital is called the Divine City, the most amazing and culturally advanced place on the planet. It is a city where magnificent buildings and monuments were built by the gods themselves. Palaces and structures whose architecture can be described as divine. This is how the capital of the great Sacralum Empire was, home for the great authorities and elite of the world, the best thinkers, workers, doctors, merchants, and especially the best warriors. These ones were known as the DEVENATORS. The DEVENATORS are the elite of the Sacralum's army, considered as great heroes, warriors blessed by the gods themselves. They are humans genetically manipulated by the Angle gods, the result of an experiment in order to be superior warriors compared to any other human beings. The DEVENATORS, the warriors, watchmen, conquerors, activists, and protectors of the ideologies of the gods in the eyes of the Sacralum Empire. Soldiers whose achievements are oaths that are still written in time today. The DEVENATORs feature extraordinary weaponry made by the gods themselves. Weaponry with some elements of advanced technology so they can be able to perform outstanding feats. But the DEVENATORs must fully comply with the DEVENATORs Code. These ones describe their duties and loyalty to the Sacralum Empire that was divided into several kingdoms, considered great powers of the world, always in constant expansion and in conquest of new lands. Although it currently kept peace with another distant and powerful empire, the Osiris Empire. A society whose culture arises and prevails in the sands of vast, dangerous, and arid deserts. A culture full of daring and brave warriors, of tenacious philosophers and people clinging to their customs. A society that was formed by the determination of the deserter Angels. To be continued.